Hello, just a quick intro before we get into the review of this Subcool 65 LED. You may notice I fidget a little throughout the video, I'm quite stiff on my left hand side, and the video camera work isn't exactly fantastic, and I apologise for that. Unfortunately, I had to take quite a bit of medication to make myself manoeuvrable enough, shall we say, to actually make the video, and I am kind of dealing with a lot of pain you can't see throughout it. So bear with me, the quality will improve once I've had surgery, and there's an explanation for that in the video if you really want to listen to it. So let's crack on, shall we? Hi, welcome. Now before I get into a sneak peek of my latest purchase, where the holy heck have I been? Well, that journey started about 3 years ago. If you want to skip that explanation, I'll put the time on the screen, skip to there, you don't have to listen. So without a long story, I discovered that ice is not good and that Suzuki V-Stroms don't fly. They go up, they just don't come down terribly gracefully. One wouldn't call it flying. So, as a few of you knew, I broke a few ribs, and I did something with my shoulder that took the medical world all too long to discover. They then decided the best thing to do was to keep throwing drugs at me. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. Then the big C19 came along, and blam, a long injured wait that had a lot of ups and downs for me that I'm not really going to discuss. So I'm looking at surgery soon, which is a great thing, and then I will hopefully be fully back. I'll be back on my bikes. Life will return to normal, and a bit more content, not just bike related, will pop up on the channel. Thank you to those who are viewing at present. I think the channel numbers are probably down to as near zero as they can get, which is what you expect when you start a new channel and don't really do anything on it for quite some time. So thanks to those who are watching. So, enough of my waffle. Let's take a peek at the new beer fridge. Apparently, all you have to do, folks, is fill your normal fridge up with so much beer that the kale and the spring onions and the broccoli don't fit. And then, generally, your significant other will get frustrated and say to you, you need to get a beer fridge in your man cave so you can get your beer out of my fridge. True story. So let's take a look at it, shall we? So, there, tucked under my desk, is the Subcool 65-litre beer fridge. Actually, yes, now that you come to mention it, that's really not a very good view, is it? You can't really see what I'm talking about. So let me go and get someone to move this out from under my desk, because that's how bad things are at the minute. I can't even slide a very light beer fridge out from under a desk. So let me get it slid out and let's have a proper look at it, shall we? So this is the Subcool 65-litre LED under-counter fridge. Drinks fridge, I think, is the technical term. I just call it a beer fridge. It's all in black. You do get stainless steel and I think aluminium is the other colour of the front frame. One of the things I do like is the handles. They're recessed into the side, and that means there's no sticky out handle in the front, which is kind of awesome. The other thing is the measurements on the website are pretty exacting, and that's important if you're fitting in a tight space because they actually do take the measurement up to the top of the hinge. I like the little Subcool writing here in the front. Makes it look a little classy, but it's subtle enough not to be, you know, cheesy and too much, garish if you like. The model itself, really quite nice, really quite sort of well-built looking, to be fair. The 3 metal shelves, which you can take cans of various sizes, bottles too. And check this out. You can relax and admire your beer with this nice, subtle LED inner light. Or, if you're not into beer admiration, at least you can see when stock's low. Do you have younglings? Or maybe mates who like beer too much? Well, they've got that covered too, with a nice little lock on the bottom. Again, unobtrusive, and does pretty much what a lock should, to be fair. prevents the door from opening. And now you can hear, if I get the microphone closer, you can hear the sound that is made from it. Now bear in mind that that sound is the microphone right up to the back of the fridge. When it's put back into a space, that sound is a lot more muted. This is the sound from the front. So yeah, it's not that loud. And in probably another 30, 40 seconds, it's just going to switch back off again. It really doesn't come on for terribly long. It doesn't need to keep that cool, which tells you that that's a pretty well sealed fridge. And if I had any niggles, it would be this. As you can see, the thermostat temp switch is at the back inside, so if it's full of beer, and you thought, oh, it's too cold or it's not cold enough, you may have to take beer out to get to it. The light switch, of course, is near the front on the side, and this avoids that hassle. But hey, look, it's not the end of the world, is it? So, there you go. That's the Subcool LED 65. First impressions, good. Seems well built, looks nice. Tiny niggle on the thermostat positioning, but really, is that the end of the world? I don't think so. Of course, I will do a further review on the fridge once it and I get to know each other and bond a little, and we can see how it performs and does it last. Once it's served me many cold beverages, and I, in a mutual way, have restocked it with much beer in a mutual man-machine moment. So yeah, keep an eye on that for due course. I also, as an aside, have some hot sauces and some horrendously hot chocolates full of various levels of chili pain. So I may produce a video soon consuming those for your viewing delights and trying not to die. Although I consider myself to be a hot sauce or spice connoisseur, so we'll see how well I do there, or if indeed I make it to the end of the video without drinking milk or crying like a baby. For now though, thanks for watching. If you liked it, ping it a like. If you fancy subscribing just to see what's going on, or just for a nosy, that'd be awesome also. So yeah, drop a nice cool like. See what I did there? It was kind of cheesy, sorry. And take care. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.